Hello everyone, I'm Chris Miller. This is England and Arsenal goalkeeping legend Mr. David Seaman, and this is Ponytails, the football chat, news and nostalgia podcast that you can tune into each week from SpottoCash.com, the skill-based online spot the ball competition that hands out £10,000 to a winner each and every week. So make sure you play. David, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good to see you again. You had a good week? We've had 2 weeks now, actually. We haven't done a podcast last week.
Been playing a bit of golf. With my son, who was a pro. So
he's a pro.
He's been teaching me the way.
Oh, okay. So what? Your handicaps? You're getting it down?
Not yet. No. I play off 6. He's off scratch, obviously. But,
yeah, that's great.
It's
actually,
standard.
Golf you played last week. You played a little Tottenham Arsenal, was it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, in Bob Wilson's charity day for the Willow Foundation, and regretfully Tottenham beat us by about 2 points.
There we go.
I wondered why you mentioned it.
You brought up the only time 90s Tottenham players have beaten Arsenal 90s Tottenham players in anything. So, fair enough. Well done, Darren Anderson. How did you get on with football? Do you see some of the games this week? Obviously, Arsenal did well this weekend to at least hold Chelsea.
All right. Yeah, it's a draw. It's a 1-0 draw. But that's the way it's going. It was a good result at Chelsea, because when you look back at what sort of performances they've put in there before, they've been abysmal. But at the weekend they were good. It was a good 0-0.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it kind of it's more of a stop the rot situation. I feel that they're in, and I'm not necessarily saying they are in a massive rot. They had a really poor performance against Liverpool, which sort of shone all these problems that they were having behind the scenes out. But I feel like they've actually come back and they've put in decent performances. They probably last year they would have been wanting to go there and really cause trouble and win the game, but actually to come out with the point is successful.
I totally agree. And like you said, the Liverpool performance was like so bad.
Yeah.
That then you're wondering like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? Is it going to be like that? Are they going to be worse? As if they can be.
That was
so that's why people they're surprised at what sort of performance they put in. Which is frustrating for me to watch, because that's the type of play that we're doing at the moment. We're inconsistent, and it is frustrating.
I honestly think that these teams, they could actually benefit from having no expectations. I know it sounds silly, but like Arsenal go into every season, everyone's like title challenges. Okay, they're pushing it, and then when they fall off, you choked, you can never do it. They're not expecting anything from Arsenal this year. Is that fair? I mean, is it fair that there's been enough chat?
You asked the Arsenal fans.
I'm sure Arsenal fans are expecting a lot, but at least people are sort of maybe laying off.
A lot of other people are. Yeah, I know what you mean, because a lot of the other clubs are performing more and more consistently. You look at the Manchester clubs. Even Tottenham last season. Not just last season, the season before that have been really close to winning the league. Arsenal have got some catch up to do.
Definitely, but at the same time, I would say dark horses, or just in the sense of like when the pressure's off, and I'm sure you felt this in the other way when you're playing for England and everyone's saying you're going to win the World Cup, you're going to win the World Cup. If no one had told you you're going to win the World Cup every time, I think maybe it might be, the pressure wasn't necessarily
but they always do.
Who knows? We're living in parallel universe here. But okay, so what else we got to cover? Obviously, Manchester United put in a great performance. But City as well. They trounced Watford at Watford. Is it going to be a Manchester title race, do you think?
It looks like it so far. You can't really see anybody else influencing that race because they both look so good. And I think for me, I would go with Man United, even though I did play for City. But just Manchester looks so much stronger. They look more physical, and they've got
United.
They're like giants. Yeah. Man United, they're like giants. And okay, they've got Pogba's going to be out for quite a while, but when he comes back, that'll be a great boost.
And I guess there's the Mourinho factor as well. A man who's just hell bent on winning no matter what. And I feel like maybe City this season could be the ones you might, if you're a neutral, you might go and get your season ticket at City. Whereas if you want to see someone winning a trophy at the end of the year, it could be United, because they're sort of happy to play whatever way they need to.
Yeah, true, but it's
still they're scoring lots of goals.
It looks great, it's great for Manchester. I'm sure the London clubs will have a little bit of a say in that, but at the moment they look really, really strong.
Yeah, definitely. Arsenal got the Europa League campaign kicked off this year with the Cologne fans charging through London. Some amazing videos.
Did you forget how big the ground was?
Yeah, it's like, but they were like, oh well, the Arsenal fans probably aren't going to pick up those 17,000 tickets that we want. But what was that like to see? Obviously there was a lot of pressure then, probably because with the fan trouble and everything. But Arsenal did well. They kicked off 3-1.
Yeah, it was a great result for the club. But it was a surprise to see that many fans that weren't getting into the game. You would have thought that Arsenal would have known, or the police would have known about this. But yeah, really strange to see. Luckily, there wasn't really any major incidents.
In some goalkeeper news, because I like to talk to you about goalkeeper news, Liverpool start to rotate. I don't know what your thoughts are about Simon Mignolet, but he's had a lot of pressure recently. I don't know from an expert's point of view how you've seen his performances in general. Is he a keeper you think should have pressure on him? And I know Klopp has just had a look at rotation. Is that something that you would want as a keeper?
I think what a lot of the clubs are doing now is they're rotating for the European games. Yeah. Arsenal are doing the same with Ospina. But with Mignolet, he's still learning and he's getting better slowly. But there is still the odd mistake that comes in, which keeps then getting the questions asked. Is he good enough?
Yeah.
But the rotation thing will work. Will always work with the European games, because you can't keep both goalkeepers happy if only one of them are playing.
Absolutely.
And even Arsenal fans are pulling their hair out when Ospina's was in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And Petr Cech wasn't there. And it was frustrating for me, because for a Champions League game or a European game, you want to be playing your strongest team.
Yeah.
But then by playing your number 2 goalkeeper, you're sending a signal out straight away that it's not your strongest team.
Is the Champions League a place to be doing that?
For me, no. It's something that as an ex-Arsenal player, I would want them to try and win.
Yeah.
At all cost. Because the league's been so distant for 10, 11 years or more. Give that a good go. But it's not worked. But they will keep changing the goalkeeper, and that's the way it is at the moment.
Fair point. Well, look, let's crack on, because I wanted to talk to you a little bit. Well, we've got some games.
Yeah.
As we always do. We've got some fun little games. We like to get stuck into the 90s football nostalgia on the show as well.
Right.
We're going to start with Transfer Tracker, right?
Transfer
so,
what?
So let's just say we've had the Ponytails elves working around the clock to come up with some new format that might beat you, because you're very good at quizzes. So I'm gonna give you the clubs following Arsenal that these players played for, and I want to see whether you can guess the Arsenal player and your ex-teammates. Am I correct? Ex-teammates, yeah. Who the player is? Okay. Do you think how you?
Let's try it.
All right. Okay. This one, I'll give you some. I've got some clues.
All right, then.
Okay. Following Arsenal, Middlesbrough, then Hull City.
Oh, so went from
Arsenal, and then
to
their next club was Middlesbrough,
Hull.
then Hull City.
Oh.
And then I'm going to hazard a guess here and say that
Hull
he retired
City.
after Hull City. Yeah.
Ray Parlour.
It's very good. It's Ray Parlour.
You
played golf with him last week.
I can't remember playing for Hull. I can remember him playing for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, 15 appearances for Hull. They obviously weren't particularly memorable moments for anyone.
Wow.
Okay, here's a good one, right? So I'll give you extra points if you can stop me and tell me.
Oh, okay.
He's got a few clubs you went to, ready? After Arsenal, Real Madrid. Then Paris Saint-Germain. He went on loan to Liverpool.
Real Madrid.
Then he went to Manchester City.
Nicholas Anelka.
There we go. Very good. I hope you guys are tallying these points. Brilliant. Wow, he played for a lot of clubs after that as well.
Yeah. He got a few good moves there.
Okay, so after Arsenal, this player, in 2004, he went to Lyon. Then he went to Rennes. Then Marseille. Then Metz.
Oh.
Then Nantes.
Petit. Or Grimandi.
No, it was Sylvain Wiltord.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
No.
Yeah.
Wiltord.
I know Sylvain's a great guy.
Good guy.
Good fun. Very good fun. Yeah.
But he obviously liked France by the end of it. He was just like, Samples fine. And that's definitely a German accent. Don't know what. Okay, number 4. Here we go. After Arsenal, he went to West Ham United.
Yeah.
Seattle Sounders.
That's thrown me right off.
Chicago Fire, so he hung out in the MLS for a while. Then Celtic. Then he made the move to Shimizu Spurs. What's S? S-Pulse.
Oh, I know. Hang on. Striker.
Yeah, winger. Yeah.
Left. Yeah.
Very good looking man. Oh. Come on. Looks great in his underwear.
I wouldn't know. Imagine I might do actually. But how do you know?
I'll tell you what, you'll get it when you get it. Mumbai, and then followed by Mumbai City.
Yeah, and oh god, it's Ashley Cole's best mate.
Oh, is it? I don't know. How are we gonna know that? Calvin Klein model.
I know.
Oh, he used to have a red mohawk.
Oh, Freddie.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, where were you going with that?
I was going. Well, I can't.
You're trying to work out how I know that he looks good in his underwear.
Oh, anyway.
Who were you thinking down that line?
I was thinking of Ash's best mate.
One of the squad players.
Strikers. Jermaine.
Oh, Jermaine Pennant. Yeah.
Yes.
Now at Billericay Town. There we go.
Yeah.
Ex-Leeds as well. Leeds fan.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. After Arsenal, also went to West Ham United. This is, West Ham United, followed by Nottingham Forest on loan, followed by Celtic, followed by Burnley. Retired.
Righty.
Yeah.
There was a couple, because Nigel Winterburn went to West Ham as well.
There's a few made that move then.
Yeah.
I mean, West Ham has always been a sort of Arsenal and Tottenham rejects kind of... No, I'm joking.
You just called it right a reject.
I know.
No.
One of the greatest Premier League footballers of all time. I hold my hand. But I'm a Tottenham fan, I'm allowed to do that. Couple Twitter questions, really quick, if we can. Before, I think... Yeah, we'll finish with a couple Twitter questions. Okay, we've got Tommy Delaney, his little handle was @ParlaGamers. Awesome. Did you have a nickname at Arsenal? I mean, we know what your general nickname was. Was there any players with an embarrassing nickname, and why? What was the best one?
If you look at my second name, there's a lot of names there.
Yeah.
So to calm it down a bit, because you couldn't be shouting that all the time.
Yeah. It'd be distracting.
So I was called Harry.
Okay.
So Harry Monk. Spunk.
Oh! Oh my God! I was just like. Oh, what? Straight in my head.
Don't say it went over your head.
Okay. Who came up with that one then, Peter?
That was the lads at QPR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did you, when you got to Arsenal, you guys, you
just
call me
Harry. But then the lads at Arsenal, they called me Goalie.
Goalie,
They all call me Goalie, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they all
just the most famous
plain and
goalkeeper in the
simple.
league.
I'll be like, I'll have Goalie.
Yes, Goalie. Yeah, definitely, probably better than Harry.
Yeah.
Chris Gray @Chris Gray. Have you ever met Ronaldinho since the famous goal in 2002?
I've met him twice. Played in Soccer Aid against him. That was the first time that I'd met him since the goal. And it was quite funny. He got a free kick outside, and I just went over and stood in the top right hand corner. I was like, "Go on, try it again."
Was he?
And he was quite funny with it. And then we had a hug at the end.
Yeah, of the game. I mean, he always seemed like a good guy.
He's fun.
No matter how much
he's real fun.
He leaves a sour taste in the mouths of
but it's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and then I met him again, and in another game as well. I think it was in David Beckham's UNICEF game. And same sort of thing.
It must be nice.
Still didn't do it again.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, it was always going to be like the only time he's going to be able to do that is like 1 in 100,000. Yeah. So we can play for another 100,000 million charity games. Keep going. That's great, David. Thanks so much once again. We're going to get cracking with SpottoCash.com. Everybody at home, make sure you go and play. You can play for as little as 33p. And you can win £10,000 every single week. All you need to do is decide where the centre of the ball will be in the image, which we have on the website. Go and play. You can win £10,000. Dave, thanks again.
Pleasure.
We'll see you next time. Guys, see you next time. Bye.